Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to a game that has the potential to be a real cracker. Both teams will be keen to make a strong start here, especially given that conditions are set to deteriorate as the match goes on. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I have to admire the confidence that this guy, Levi Colwell, exudes on the ball. With centre-backs often having to have a range and a vision to be able to pick those passes. But I think it's important for him that he doesn't get played out of position. Sometimes you'll see him on the left side, whether it be as an orthodox left back or at times as a wing-back, and I don't think that that's where he wants to be. He needs to be back at centre-back where he's comfortable.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Succumbs to the pressure. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He is just caressing the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, played right into his path.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it. So the first goal of the game. Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Chance here to counter. Well, nicely intercepted. Gusto wins the duel this time. And the counter is on. Spread out to the left. Real chance here. Moved on forwards. And here's the chance to counter. That's good play. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Lavia finds himself back in the starting side for the first time in a while. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gusto, forwards and with intent. Well, they could break here. Over to the left. No foul, says the referee. too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's been played through. Big chance! Cleared without complication. It's anyone's ball now. Colwell did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Thinks one through. It's a threat. Pedro Neto! So here comes the substitution. In with the challenge. Either side goes for the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. It's made its way to him. There's the shot! There's going to be another change here. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Colwell gets across to intercept that. Garnacho. Palmer. Clipped into space. It is a corner, good chance. The changes then in quick succession. Palmer plays it short. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Palmer. Lovely ball, takes a shot!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Garnacho, but it's lofted through here. try to come loose. That's really well manoeuvred.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
João Pedro.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, with the introduction of such a tall lad now, we may well see a more predictable, lofty route forward, but it's still very hard to deal with that, you know, if they can affect it right.
Matthias Chile. Very much into the last knockings. Garnacho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Chance to deliver. Shoots! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The changes then in quick succession. Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And time is up. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I think the result was perfect evidence, Peter, that showed all departments of the team were working really well. You just can't complain with a scoreline like this.